how much the budget should be for a successful start on Amazon?
That's also a great question, which is also popular, which is usually the first question that pops up in people's minds. Like, hey, okay, I see the opportunity, seems interesting, I can see even the future, I feel like I can do something here, there's a chance to make some money, to kind of get to what we're wishing for, sort of get to our dreams with the vehicle that's called Amazon FBA. But how much do I need? Yeah, that's a great question. And it really depends. Okay, so I'll explain to you what it depends on. There are going to be many opportunities when you're going to be researching for products. By the way, there are many videos for product research on this channel. There's even a 12-hour video I created once. I said for like the whole day, almost 12-hour video. It's here on the channel. I think there's a lot of information about product research, pretty much all I knew. Yeah. So it's here on the channel. But the thing is, there are different niches. There is like, let's say, a product that costs $100 and there are huge sales in this niche. Like people are making thousands of sales a month, let's say. And there is opportunity for new products. So there's not many reviews. It's not saturated. Again, we can talk more in depth about these things because there are many things to look at when you're researching for products. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is in that niche, maybe it's not going to be possible for someone who doesn't have a big budget to go with and compete with these guys, because the product costs $100 on Amazon. Let's say it costs like $20 to produce it and to bring it to market, for example. And you want to get to the top of the sales there. And the top guys, yes, are selling like, let's say 1,000, 800, 600, 700. And there are new sellers, that's good things to look at, that have less reviews, that started not too long ago, that are also getting some sales. Well, maybe you won't have the budget for such a product, because even ordering 1,000 units of a $20 product is $20,000. So that's like nice budget. People, like, I would assume, yes, that a lot of people would not have that money nearby at some point. And aside of that, you have to order extra inventory for the next batch, because you start selling physical products and there is some time until Amazon pays you. There's time until product gets shipped. So there's like, we're gonna, I think, also talk about this a bit later in the next questions, but there's like a turnaround for the inventory. That's more expensive. But for this niche, maybe there's not gonna be much option because the budget is not gonna be big. But let's say your budget is $5,000, $10,000, okay, a bit more, something that is more of a budget that many people might have, right? Or they will at least work for getting this budget. So then there might be other products that are cheaper, right, on the market, which still should not be too cheap because Amazon fees, and they take some fees, they take 15% off each sale. They take the pick and pack fees, which might be from a small product that's about like maybe $2 and something up until oversized products that is like maybe like 10, 12, I don't remember exactly, a lot of money. If we find these cheaper products, right, let's say we find a product that sells for 25, let's say, and to create it and ship it to Amazon is $5, right? That's pretty good situation. Now we have another opportunity. So here, let's say we create 500 units, right? And they cost us $5 each. That would be $2,500 with shipping. Let's say that's the final cost. We will invest money in pictures, in video. Okay, so just to start, there's going to be a few $1,000s. And in order to buy the second batch of the product, it's also going to be maybe a little bit more. So let's say 500 units cost us $2,500 just for the units landed. Landed means like price of the product plus shipping. So 500 units is $2,500. And we see that the sales are catching up. So we need to buy a bit more, right? We need to buy, let's say, 1,000 units because we are selling a bit more. So here we need already $5,000. So here within like $10,000 budget, we can get the pictures, which is usually a few $100s if you find a good designer, which I really recommend. And I have some recommendations for designers. I'll leave it in the description for guys that we work with that do not cheap, but they do spectacular work. And also good copy, everything listing plus video. Also have some recommendations. Brand registry costs some money. So if you want to register a brand on Amazon to get more perks, register trademarks, so you're not going to have problems with people, let's say, competing against you on your listing. And it's called hijackers on Amazon. So it's good to register your brand. So under $10,000, and that I would say that it's the starting budget, although there are some products that might be much cheaper. So there's the product that we brought recently in the barbecue niche. The landed cost is about $1. We sell it for, we just started, it's just starting, and it's selling for $15. After the Amazon fees, I think it's $8 profit. So it's 800% return on investment if it's selling without ads. But there's a lot of room for ad spend there. I just like a little bit motivation for those who are listening. Like, I can't find a product like everything's saturated. Well, that's true. There's a lot of saturation, but if you dig a little bit longer, you'll find something. And there's this video to motivate you for 12 hours that I sit and do that. And I drink a lot of coffee and I just almost really tired in the end. But I just wanted to show people that it's possible. So what I'm saying is the budget is somewhere, it can be lower. Like again, this product of $1 landed, you buy 300 units, it's $300 only. But it's, if you sell all these 300, it depends on the velocity of sales, yes, but they turn into 300 x 15. That's 4,500 revenue, and from $300 that you've invested. And from that, depends on the profit you make. Yes, depends on how much you spend on ads, but I just gave you the $1. Hopefully it makes sense. Yes, if not, you can always stop me. Just $1 landed cost of the product. It gets to Amazon. It sells for 15. Amazon takes about $7, even a bit less, I think, actually, of the fees. So fees 15% from the sale plus the pick and pack fees, which for this product will be like $3. I don't exactly remember. So even less maybe. So it leaves us with like $8 profit per unit before ads. So you have $8 to spend on ads to go to zero, but profit. So, and that's good. There's a lot of room to play with. But generally with cheaper products, the click costs for pay-per-click might be higher. So for ads on Amazon itself, that's why it's better to look in other opportunities. But sometimes you can find these opportunities, a product that costs you like 50 cents to maybe even produce and even ship. It's possible. There are things like that. Like I gave you a real example of $1 product, around $1. I think it's $0.07 just to be more accurate. And it sells for 15. That's not bad. That's very good. For those who are thinking like, well, that's X15. That's not X15 because there are the Amazon fees and everything. So that leaves you with, after Amazon takes everything, about $8. So return on investment, $1 invested, $8 out, 800% return investment before ads. That's pretty good place to be at. Usually it's less than that. This is like just, we're just testing. Others in this niche are selling for a bit lower, but we're trying to, and this selling seems like we're selling even with this higher price. But does that answer the question? I think I just, yeah. What do you think though about this, about the money, how much needed? What do you think?
It depends. I mean, if you want to sell something, like $1 landed, or something that it's more specific, or like I don't know, technology, that will be expensive. But I mean, it depends. If you want to start with the low budget, I think that you can.
Definitely.
Of course, there is an initial investment like 3,000 or 10,000.
I would look into having that money, yes, about this $10,000 around this, because and things might go very well. That's what I say to people, and I'm happy always for people that it goes well for them. But they'll need more money in case, because it takes time to return the money. So let's say you start selling these products, it takes you 30 days to create them, 40 days to ship them. And then you start selling them, and you only get the salary of Amazon after like 2 weeks after. So there's a cash flow cycle that is on there. And the shorter is the cash flow cycle, the faster we can get money back to our pocket to invest in more inventory. If not, then we need to put money from our pocket to invest in more inventory. Hence, it's always a good idea to try to lower down that time of turnaround of the inventory. And that is done by getting, let's say, local production of products. That's one option, or shipping with faster options of sea shipping instead of doing the slower shipping option from China, let's say. And generally finding manufacturers that can do the same product for a shorter amount of time. And this is possible. For the same product, sometimes you get someone does it for, let's say, 45 days, boom, someone else does it for 30. Well, you gotta ask them why, how come? Maybe they're missing on something for some part of the product, or some material is cheaper. So there's a lot that goes into that. You see, we're already going into other things, but that's Amazon FBA. Like, you develop products, and product development is a really interesting thing, because again, it should be also a simple product, in my opinion. Like, not go too in depth. I have a friend who sold like something electrical for the ears, something to either to clean the ear or to light something. I don't remember. Otoscope, I think it was. Yeah, it was digital otoscope, actually. That was the product. And he actually had some success with that, but there are many reasons why he kind of stopped with this specific product. But what I'm saying is it was a bit more complicated. There was an application on Google App Store to connect it to, like, wow, so many things. And people couldn't download it. This is equivalent to bad reviews. look for simpler products. They are there. They might be really
simple and boring products that people continue buying.
I mean, there's still like opportunities in harder products because some people don't want that hardship, which is also might cause less competition. But suit yourself. Like if you want to get inside things, there's might be bigger sets of products. You have a product that has a few parts of this. In the same product, like you create a little bundle of products. And this is also good sometimes for competing with other products on the market. So let's say there's some product that is selling, let's give it let's say a mask. Yeah, I have a mask laying here on my desk. That's maybe not the best example, but somebody might be selling a mask plus some prop for the mask, something that, I don't know what exactly is needed for the mask, but maybe, something to like a little light here, right? That lights up in the dark,
or a pattern on the mask.
Or a pattern on the mask, yes. So, and then this adds extra thing to the product. And the more special your thing is, the better it helps to solve specific problem, the better you are vs competition. But that's like a bit more into product development. But that's, we talked about money. I guess that's a few. Oh, by the way, for those who are watching, you're always welcome to drop comments and ask further.